Hi there, I'm Mark Birch, Global Startup Advocate at AWS. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Guy Barron, Co-Founder and CTO of ScaleOps.
What does ScaleOps do in as short of a sentence as possible?
So, ScaleOps, we develop a DevOps platform which provides a hand-free experience, optimizing all your container-based workloads in Kubernetes.
So I'm always curious to know, how did you come upon this idea? Were you working in the space? Did you get the idea from talking to customers? Can you maybe tell us the origin story?
Yeah, sure. So, Yodar Shafir, my co-founder and CEO of ScaleOps, and myself, we have a long and rich background in the engineering space. So we have worked in various production environments, container-based cloud environments. And over the years, we kind of figured out that resource management, container-based resource management is essentially broken, right, causing a lot of cloud waste, a lot of friction within organizations, consuming a lot of time on repetitive configuration of DevOps teams and engineering teams. And we kind of spoke with a lot of engineering teams and organizations, and we identify a real pain causing a lot of frictions. And after kind of brainstorming for a few months, we set a goal to solve that problem and manage all aspects of resources in containers on Kubernetes.
That is super cool. And so with all this engineering experience, obviously you had an idea of what that product experience should be like. Can you maybe explain a little bit more depth how the customer experiences ScaleOps, and a little bit more about how it actually helps to solve the challenges that engineers face around DevOps?
Sure, good question. So we all know that production environments are a really chaotic environment. Scaling up, scaling down, managing the resources, how much memory or CPU should be allocated per each container is nearly impossible to do manually. So we develop a platform that continuously and automatically in runtime in production allocates the resources and solves that problem, needing engineers to invest zero time in setup and configuration. So both Yodar and myself are engineers in background, and the experience, the engineering experience, providing a frictionless experience, right, was really important for us when we designed and developed the product. So basically, you install ScaleOps within a minute, and it continuously, you see the immediate value in a read-only way, and then once you shift workloads to auto, the magic happens. We ongoingly and continuously, automatically, right-size your containers and solve the resource allocation problems you face. So that's basically the problem.
That is just a huge benefit for engineers, because there's so much that undifferentiated heavy lifting, sure, in managing all these pieces of your infrastructure. Yeah. So you're just taking that all off the table. Yeah. That's amazing. So maybe tell us a little bit about what the future holds. Where are you at today in terms of the size of the company, and are you looking to maybe new markets, maybe new product areas, new regions of the world to reach out to customers?
Sure, that's an excellent question. So we're a few dozen of people at ScaleOps. We're always hiring, so ping me if you're interested. Yeah, we're just getting started. So we're focused now on compute resources for containers. But if you look at the landscape of the cloud-native landscape, it's huge, right? So it's not only compute on containers on Kubernetes, it's serverless, it's various verticals that we're looking, be it microservices, data pipelines, HPC, computing. So really the vision is very large. We're just getting started. So that's where we're heading. We're going to be the de facto resource management of the cloud-native operating system.
I love that. A big vision is something that we love hearing about at AWS. It's one of our leadership principles, think big. Yeah. So love the vision. At this point, though, you're just starting out. you've seen the startup universe. Maybe is there like some bit of advice that you can give to other entrepreneurs that are listening to this right now about your own experience and something that you have learned that you'd love to share with others?
Yeah, sure. So, first of all, I was very lucky to meet Yodar, my co-founder.
Right.
I think having a strong co-founder that you have good communications with, and that you share a lot of core values is really key on getting off to a right start. Another thing that we learned along the way is execution is key. Stay lean. Make sure you're making the right trade-offs at the right time. Really focus on your user base, on your customers, make them happy, and bring in the people that you love working with. So that's basically what we're doing at ScaleOps, and so far it's paying off.
I think the one thing that you said around having a really great co-founder that you get along with and that you can really play out the strengths of each other and your experiences, that is so critical to having a really successful foundation for your startup to build, grow, and scale.
Yeah.
Well, this has been super cool. Thank you for spending time here at AWS Summit in Tel Aviv. This has been a great conversation. Look forward to hearing more about your success.
Mark, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.